话。
Heading to operational area.
On the move.
On the move.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Ready.
Awaiting ready. Will do. Will do.
Awaiting instruction.
Ready. Unable to comply. On my way. Moving out. Task. I can't do that. I can't do that. On my way. Listening. Awaiting. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. Listening.
Ready. Will do.
Task. Ready. Recalling crew. Arrived at destination. Return. Listening.
Ready. I'm on the move. I'm on the move.
Awaiting instructions.
An emergency has been completed.
Ready.
New orders received.
Crew return. Returning. List. Returning to base.
On the move. Heading to the operational area. Heading to operational area.
On the move.
Listening.
Ready. Will do.
Listening. Got it. Will do.
Ready. Got it. On the listening.
Waiting in. On my way. On the moving out. On my way.
Got it.
Ready. Listen. Understood. Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base.
On the move. Task completed. Ready.
Ready. Crew, return.
On the scene.
Returning to base.
Heading to operational area.
An emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Ready. Ready.
Awaiting crew listening. Return. Ready. Return. Ready. Crew return. Returning to base.
On the move. Heading to the operational area. Arrive. Moving out. Awaiting.
Ready.
Red.
Ready. Got it.
Listening.
Ready. Will do. Got it. I'm under attack. I'm
on the move. On the scene.
Ready. Got it. Understood.
On the move.
Task completed. Task completed. Heading to operational area.
Arrived at
List. Got it. Understood. On the scene. Moving out. Listening. Got it. Await.
Ready. On my way. Use and will do. Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Understood. Will do. Task completed. Got it.
New orders received.
Task completed.
Ready. Recalling crew.
Ready.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
Using special skill.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Awaiting instructions. On the move. On the scene. Ready.
Listening.
On the scene. Awaiting.
Ready. Waiting. Understood. Will do.
On the move. On the scene.
Awaiting instruction. Got it. Entering danger zone. Ready. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Game nhưng mà lại bị đánh bản quyền bằng nhạc của game. What the fuck? Industrial Park.
On the move. Heading to operational area.
Heading to operational area.
Arrived at destination. Will do. Awaiting. Understood.
Ready.
Awaiting instruction. Moving out.
On the scene.
Unable to comply.
Heading to operational area.
Listening. Moving out.
Ready.
Ready. Understood. Got it. Will do.
Task got it. Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting returning. On the move. Can't. On the. Moving out. Can't do that. Will do.
Ready. Recalling. Returning to base. On the move. Awaiting crew return. Returning to base.
Ready.
On ready.
Ready. Will. Got it. Using special skill. Awaiting Using special. Understood.
Awaiting instructions.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base. Returning to base.
Task completed.
On the move. Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination. Heading. Listening. Will do. Ready. Understood.
An emergency has been completed.
Ready.
Will do.
Await. Got it. Task completed. Listening. Will do. On the move. Ready. Understood. Awaiting instruction. Returning to... Listening. Returning to base.
Oh, understood.
Got understood. Task completed. On the move.
Ready. Recalling crew.
On the scene.
On the move.
Awaiting instruction.
Listening. Will do. Use. Got it.
Ready. Will do. Unable to comply. Listening. Returning to base.
On the move.
Listening. Task complete. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Task completed. Ready.
Listening. Vehicle on the move.
Listening. Moving out.
On the scene.
On the move.
Using special skill.
On my way. Using special skill. I can't.
Listening.
Awaiting. Got it.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
Arrived at destination. Awaiting. Returning to base.
Task completed. Ready. Using special. Understood.
Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed.
On the move. Heading to operational area. Heading to the operational area. Listen. Understood. Ready.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening.
Listening. Got it. Heading to operational area. Task completed. Ready. Understood. Listen.
Listening. Understood. Task completed. Understood. Will do. Got it. On the scene. Task completed. Listening. Return. Ready. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. Task completed. On the scene.
An emergency has been completed.
Setting down.
New orders received.
Returning to vehicle.
Ready. Returning.
Listening.
Ready. Recalling crew.
Awaiting. Returning to base.
On the move. Heading to operational area. On the scene. On the... Ready.
Ready.
Listening. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruction. Awaiting instruction. Got it. Understood. Under fire.
On the scene.
On the move.
Ready. Crew. Awaiting recall. Return. Listening. Return.
Listening.
Listening. Understood. Got it. Awaiting.
Awaiting instructions. Understood. Using... Will do.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
Listening.
Task completed. Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Heading to the operational area. On the move. Heading to the operational area. Arrived at... Listening.
Awaiting and...
Ready.
Listening. Ready. Understood. Got it.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instruct. Understood. Got it.
Listening.
Listening. Understood.
Ready.
New orders received.
Task completed. Oh, got it. Ready. Will do. Understood.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base. Heading to operational area.
Ready. Got it.
Ready. Returning to base.
Returning to...
Listening. Returning. Awaiting instruction. Returning to base. Understood.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Heading to the operational area.
On the move.
Arrived at... Ready. Got it. Will do. Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting and understood.
Listening. Understood. Awaiting. Got it. Will do.
Arrived. Awaiting
Awaiting instructions. Using... Can't do that. Ready. Using... On my way. Taking... I'm on the move. Understood. Using... Got it.
Listening.
Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to base. On the move.
Awaiting On my way.
Task completed.
Will do.
Ready. Returning to... Awaiting... Returning to base. On the scene. Listening.
Ready. Understood. On the move.
Task completed.
Arrived at destination.
Listening. Understood.
Using special skills. Heading to operational area. On the scene. Ready.
Ready. Understood. Will do. Using... Got it.
Awaiting instructions. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Arrived at destination. Await.
Listening. Task completed. Task completed. Understood.
List. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Listening. Transporting patient.
Task completed. Task completed.
Awaiting. Returning. Listen.
Listening. Understood. Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base.
Wind direction change, north.
Task completed. Task completed.
On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. On the scene. On the move. Arrived at destination.
An emergency has been completed.
Will do. Understood. Ready.
Red. Will do.
Task completed. Oh, got it. Listen. Will do. Ready. Understood.
Listening. Got it.
Heading to the operational area. On the scene.
Task completed.
Listen. Understood.
Awaiting returning to listening. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Awaiting returning to base.
Heading to operational area.
Ready. Returning to base.
On the scene. Listen.
Listening. Understood. Got it.
On the move. Arrived at destination.
Ready. Using. Understood.
Head.
Listening.
List. Recalling. Returning to base. Awaiting.
Awaiting instruction. Will do. Got it. Using. Understood.
Listening.
Task completed. Task completed.
Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
List. Understood. On the move.
Task completed.
Arrived at destination.
Listening.
Awaiting. Will do. Got it. Heading to operational area. Task
New orders received.
ready. Awaiting instruct. Under. Will do. List. Got it. Task completed. Returning. Ready. Returning to base. Task completed. Awaiting return. Listening. Returning to base.
Ready. Recalling. Returning to base. Heading to operational area.
Heading to operational area.
On the move. Listening.
Ready. Will do. Using understood.
Listening.
Listening. Will do. Ready.
Awaiting. On my way. I'm on the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. Listening. Using specials. Got it.
Awaiting. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Listening.
Arrived at destination. On the listening. Got it. Will do. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting.
Ready. Understood.
Heading to operational area.
Ready.
On the scene. Awaiting instructions.
An emergency has been completed.
Using got it. Listening. Returning. Awaiting. Returning to base. Task.
On the move.
Listen. Crew returning to base.
Ready.
Listen. Understood. On the move. Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
On the move. Arrived at ready.
Awaiting instructions. On my way. Using special skill. I'm on the move.
Listening.
Listening.
Awaiting
Ready.
ready. Returning to base.
Awaiting using understood.
Listening. Understood. On my way. Got it.
Task completed. Ready. Use. Got it.
Ready. Will do.
Listen. I'm on the moving.
Listening. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Using special skill. Will do.
Ready. Crew returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base. Listening.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base. Returning to base.
On the move.
Task complete.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Listening. Will do. Oh, wait. Understood. On the move. On the scene. Listening.
Listening.
An emergency has been completed.
Got it.
Arrived at destination. Listen. Got it.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting. Will do. Ready. On the scene. Destination confirmed.
Ready. On my way.
Awaiting recalling crew. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting. Will do. Task completed. Listening. Moving out. Awaiting. Understood. Ready. Taking damage. Returning to base. Arrived at destination. Arrived at destination. Listening. Got it. Task. Returning. Awaiting. Returning to base. On the move.
On the move. Await. Return.
Awaiting
Awaiting understood. Will do. Arrived at destination. Ready.
Listening. Understood. Use will do.
Ready.
Understood. Task complete.
Listening. Crew returning to base.
Listening.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area. Heading to operational area.
Heading to the operational area.
An emergency has been completed.
Ready.
Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Listening.
Awaiting understood. Using special
Ready.
List. Understood.
Task completed.
Task completed.
task completed. Task completed.
Ready. Recall. Returning to base.
Awaiting. Returning to base.
Heading. Awaiting. Returning to base. Listening.
Listening. Will do. Using. Understood. Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base. Awaiting instructions.
On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. Heading to operational area.
An emergency has been completed.
Taking damage. On the scene. Awaiting instruction. Understood. Taking damage. Arrived at destination. Listening. Got it. On the move. Task completed. Listening. Will do. On the scene. Taking damage. Arrived at destination. Awaiting. Understood. Listening. Got it.
An emergency has been completed.
Waiting. Returning to base.
Ready. Crew, return. Returning. Ready.
Listening. Will do. Using... Got it.
Listening. Recall. Returning to base.
Task completed. On the move.
Listen.
Awaiting instruct. I'm on the move. Task completed.
Arrived. Listening.
Awaiting. Got it.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Listening.
Ready. Moving out. Use... Understood.
Awaiting understood. Got it.
New orders received.
Task completed. Task completed.
On the move. Heading to operational area.
Crew. Returning to base.
List. Understood. Using... Will do.
On the scene.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting
Will do.
On the scene. On the scene. Heading to operational area.
Under fire.
Task completed. Task completed.
On the scene. Listening. Returning.
Wind direction change. East.
Ready.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Will do. Got it. Understood. Will do. Under fire. Under fire. I need support. Awaiting understood. Got it. Under fire. Arrived at destination. Heading to operational area. Listening. Moving. On the move. Moving out. On the scene. On the move. On the scene.
Listening.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to vehicle.
Awaiting. Recalling. Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Crew. Returning to base.
Awaiting. Will do. Task completed. Ready. Understood. Arrived at destination.
On the move. Ready.
Listening. Returning to base.
Arrived at destination.
Moving out.
New orders received.
Awaiting.
Ready. Using. Understood. Ready. Returning to base.
Listening.
Listening.
Ready. Moving out. Got it. Task.
Heading to the operational area. On the move.
Task completed.
One of your units requires medical attention.
Listening.
Await.
Awaiting in.
Ready. Red. Got it. On the move. Will do.
Listening.
Listening. Task completed. Using special skill. Using special skill. Task completed. Understood. Awaiting instructions.
Ready.
Task completed.
Entering vehicle.
Will do. I'm under attack.
Chaos level critical.
I'm under attack.
Listening. Returning to base.
On the move. Understood. I'm under attack.
On the move.
On the move.
Wind direction change, north.
Will do. Task completed. I'm under attack. On the move. On the move. Got it.
Listening.
Listening. On my way. Understood. Taking damage. On the move. Will do. Task completed.
Awaiting in. Recalling crew. Ready. Crew, return. Listening. Recalling crew. Returning to. Awaiting. Returning. Ready. Returning to base. On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. Awaiting got it. Arrived at destination. Listening. Understood. Will do. Ready. Got it. Arrived at destination. Task completed. Ready? Will do. Got it. Awaiting instructions. Task completed. Listen, will do.
New orders received.
Return. Awaiting returning to base. Ready. Got it. Taking damage. Arrived at destination. On the move. Heading to operational area. Ready. Understood. Taking damage. Arrived at destination. Listening. Got it.
Listening. Ready.
Awaiting instruction.
Chaos escalation averted.
Ready. Listening. Understood. Heading to
Chaos level critical. Wind direction change. West.
on the scene.
Chủ cây over. Không cứu được.
Returning to base.
Ready.
Task completed. Listening.
Ready. Will do. Use and spec. Understood.
Listening. Crew, returning to base.
Task completed.
Awaiting and returning to base.
Task completed.
Ready.
New orders received.
On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Listening. Will do. Awaiting instruction. Understood. Ready. Got it. Arrived at destination. Task completed.
Heading to operational.
Ready. Will do.
Await. Got it. Listening.
Ready. Will do. Taking damage.
Task completed.
Awaiting recalling crew. Returning to base. Awaiting. Got it. Taking damage. Move. Returning to vehicle.
Listening. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move.
Heading to operational area.
Enter. On the move. Ready. Got it. Entering the danger zone. Listening. Will do. Awaiting understood.
Listen.
Listening. Will do.
Listening. Dropping.
Will do.
Red. Got. Will do. Understood. Arrived at destination.
Task completed. Understood. Got it.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to. Listening. Return. Awaiting. Returning to base. Ready. Recalling. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. Heading to operational area. On the move. Heading to operational area. Awaiting.
Listening. Moving out. On the move. On my way. Move. On the move.
Arrived at destination.
Entering vehicle. Task completed.
On the scene. Ready. Returning to base. Listening.
Awaiting instructions. Understood. Using. Got it.
Awaiting.
Listening.
Ready.
Ready.
Listening. Returning to base.
On the move.
Awaiting instructions.
Returning to base.
Task complete.
Listening. Returning to base. On the scene. Listening.
Ready. Moving out. Got it. Understood. Ready.
Awaiting instruction. Got it.
On the move.
Heading to operational area. Ready. Recalling crew. I can't.
Oh, on my way.
On the scene. Listening.
Listening.
Ta-
On the move. Got it. Recalling. Returning to base. Heading to operational area. Listen.
Awaiting. Understood. Using. Will do.
Understood. On the move. Ready. On the scene.
List. Using. Got it. Task completed.
Listening. Recalling crew. Returning to. Awaiting. Crew. Returning to.
Listen.
Ready. Understood. Using. Will do. Task completed.
Awaiting. Returning to base.
Task.
Ready. Listening.
Task completed. Task completed. Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to the operational area. On the move. Heading to the operational area.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting instruction.
Awaiting Got it.
Iraq ready.
Listening. Will do. Ready. Task moving out. On my way. On the move. Understood. I'm under attack.
Listening.
Ready. Got it. Will. Listening.
Ready. Will do. Using. Understood.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to. Awaiting instruction. Crew. Returning to.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to vehicle.
Listening.
Listening. Returning to vehicle.
Ready. Recall. Returning to base.
Listening.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area.
On the move.
Heading to the operational area. Listening. Got it.
Awaiting
Listening. Will do.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to op...
Listening.
Await. Understood.
Task ready. Will do.
On the scene. Ready.
Ready. Understood. Using. Got it.
Heading to operational area. Listening. Ready.
Waiting. Got it.
Arrived at destination.
Listening.
Task completed.
Crew, returning to base. On my way.
Task completed.
Task completed. Ready. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. Awaiting returning to base.
Task completed.
List. Return.
Ready. Will do.
Listening. Returning to base. Using special vehicle on the move. Setting down crew.
Listening. On my way.
On the move. Listening. Got it. Ready.
Await. Got it.
On the scene.
Ready. Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
Ready. Crew returning to base.
Ready. Got it. Using. Moving out.
Ready. Understood.
Awaiting. Will do. Using special. Understood.
Listening. Returning to base. Moving out. Destination confirmed. Dropping off crew.
Listen. Got it. Using. Will do.
Ready. Recall. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Awaiting. Returning to base. Ready.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base. Returning to base. Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
On the move. Heading to the operational area. On the
An
move.
emergency has been completed.
On the scene. Await.
Listening. On the move. Understood.
Awaiting in.
Await.
Ready.
Ready. Understood.
On the scene.
I'm under attack.
Listening.
Listen. Got it. Will do. Understood. Got it.
Waiting. Will do.
Ready. Will do. Task completed.
Ready. Crew. Awaiting. Recalling crew. List. Crew. Return. Returning to. Return. Awaiting instructions. Listening. Returning to base.
Listening.
Task completed.
Crew, return.
New orders received.
Heading to.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. Ready. Understood. Listening. Will do. Awaiting instruction. Got it. On the scene. On the move. Ready. Understood. Task completed. On the scene. Ready. Will do. Listening.
Listen. Got it. Will do.
Task completed. Ready. Returning. Ready. Returning to base.
On the move. Task completed.
Listening. Recall. Returning to base.
Heading to...
Awaiting instructions. Destination confirmed.
On the scene. Await...
Ready. Got it.
On the scene. Ready.
Ready. Got it.